All right, small claims court. So I hear about this all the time. You've probably heard it. I'll take them to small claims. So what exactly does that mean? So small claims courts vary depending on the location you're at. So let's say usually it's by county. So the county that you're in, it could be within the city, has a small claims court. Usually it's within a county or a city. Usually there's no statewide, it's just local to you. And there's different rules for that court. It's usually a simpler procedure, but it's also has certain limits. Like a lot of small claims courts, you say, hey, I want to sue somebody. That person owes me money or there's some kind of dispute. So I'm going to take them to court and I want to recover my money from them because they screwed me over or they never paid me. So I'm going to take them to small claims court. You have to look up, depending on the location you're at, what are the jurisdictional limits of the small claims court. Most of them will say, yes, you can sue someone for a business dispute or a contract that was not paid or a debt, but there's usually a limit. And a lot of them say maybe around $10,000 in damages, meaning damages are what you're trying to get out of the other person. So if it's, $500,000 you say you're owed, you probably can't go to small claims court. If it's the person owes you $1,500, yes, you can probably take them to small claims court. And you have to look at where is the other person located and where are you located to see if you can sue them in that small claims court. So the process is that most courts have their own standardized small claims court forms. And if you look online, a lot of times you'll see a small claims court has an electronic filing option, which is even easier. You may not even have to file forms physically. You may be able to go online to the court's website. And you look it up, you say small claims, file a case, click here. And then you put in the information. Okay, who am I suing? Who am I? What's my address? What am I claiming? What it's based on? Okay, they never paid me when they said they were going to. They owe me $1,500. And basically you file what's called a complaint, meaning this is what I'm asking for. This is what they did wrong. This is what I'm asking for. That's a complaint. And that's how you start a lawsuit. So you file that either online or physically with paper copies of a complaint form from the small claims court. And then they'll usually make you serve the other person, meaning you have to take a copy and either hire someone, a process server, or the local sheriff might do it, where they go out and physically hand the person the paperwork saying you've just been sued. And usually they set an initial court date, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, whatever the time frame is for the court, and there'll be a hearing down the road. And so you want to make sure you schedule that you make sure that they're served in time and that you plan on attending that hearing with any evidence you might have. Okay, they signed this contract, here's a copy, and I brought a copy for the court. Now, in small claims courts, there are different rules, but most small claims courts do not allow you to be represented by an attorney. In some cases, if you're a corporation, you may have to have an attorney because you can't represent yourself. So you have to look up the local rules. Who can, do I need an attorney or can I go without? A lot of small claims courts say you cannot have an attorney, or if it's a corporation or an LLC, they may say that you have to have an attorney to represent you. So you have to look that up to be sure. Do I have to have an attorney? Probably not. You may even not be allowed to. So like if people came to me with a small claims court, I'd say, okay, you can pay me to help you fill out the forms, get you prepared for court, but I can't come with you. I can't make your argument for you. So small claims is an easy one. Usually you don't even want an attorney unless you want to hire somebody to help you with the forms and to prepare you to get your evidence ready, kind of a list of arguments that you might make before the court. Otherwise, in small claims court, usually that's something you do yourself. That's the whole point of a small claims court. Usually there's a small filing fee, it might be $50, $100, $150 to file the case. And then you go to the hearing, you find out what the judge has to say, and he'll eventually make a decision and either rule for you or against you. So that's the way a small claims court works. That's for any kind of like business dispute, contracts, basically a dispute between two people about something is usually a small claims court. So that's one that's pretty easy. That's more of a do-it-yourself one.